My hands are gripping hands, flesh thin over tendons and blue veins as if bird claws lay under the skin. Though I haven't hoisted hay bales, picked stones from the barley, or climbed to the swaying top branch of a tree since I was a child, I have wrung out 6 years of diapers, washed 20 years of dishes, floors, stains, and strained with fingers numb to write or mark uncounted essays. My hands, knuckles and backs rough, smooth-muscled palms that grip with just enough pressure sliding up and down along your skin. These hands, mine, I want you to know.
My hands are strong, yet gentle hands. They've roughly peeled veneer from conveyor belts, and they've tenderly strummed melody on the strings of life I wear. Each underlying callus knows its song. Rope burned and bleeding, these hands have held tight to the reins as the horses ran, wild and long, and they've been softened by the rain and the pain. Naked and needy, they've surveyed every inch of your body and self-righteously staked their claim on covenants written with invisible ink. They've tapped plastic into words, words into worlds, ink into flame. These hands have touched many, but remember few. Age has loosened their grip in the season of evening dew, and although they show nothing, they hold great wealth. These hands, rope burned and bleeding, naked and needing, strong, gentle hands that know you better than I know myself.
My hands are channeling hands, conduits for forces they could never contain. That's why I hide them so often. They fly out when I speak to express understanding, act as solve, ease away anxiety, all without asking. They've coaxed pens in challenging lifelong perceptions of illiteracy just by holding a shoulder. Twisted devotion into braids down my siblings' scallops when I hoped sisterhood could eclipse ever absent eternity, and spilled endless ink into an abyss while I tried to write myself right. They do not take well to being treated as tools, injured, freeze, and bleed easily.
These hands have gripped to swing an axe's handle, lifted stacks of winter wood into the back of a pickup and still floated, delicately framing, dancing pirouettes. My hands are touching hands, massaging hands, muscled, tender, and scarred. My hands are kissing hands. My hands have carried my son through 5 years of massive change and come to rest contently at my heart in the balance of a new life made by these hands.
These two long-boned extremities have crossed over barriers of centuries, smoothing over sculpted stone laid down years ago in faraway places by people who believe that the genocide of this land is native roots. These hands slice, season, sear, stir, smoke, scroll, sketch, search, tease, and simplify the world around me into a place of sensation, because my mind doesn't know the subtlety of texture. They bridge so tenderly the gap between all that is me and all that isn't, and they aren't generally mastered with a whole lot of precision, unless you get them on a rainy day in the kitchen. Raspberry, almond, coconut, you name it, I'll mix it and whip it. I don't know why, but my hands seem to come alive, so my wrists deep in butter and vanilla. See the cream and sugar sheen, lick them clean, and find that beneath it it's still just me. Delicate hands, laced in lumps of scar tissue and little cuts. Pianist-built hands that spent a year in the dish pit, but so what? These imperfections tell a story full of grace and guts.
And these are my lips that kiss in passion or in friendship, and certainly softly before the final turn to dreams of children and men. Lips that love to suck up the roundness and juice of cherries, spitting out pits. Lips that have been frostbitten, cracked and stiff, and bleeding from my own nervous nips. These are the lips that lift my voice and surrender to be scarcely noticed beneath you, but notice I want you to, so that you will always be sure if it is me you are kissing or not me. And these are my cheekbones, high and strong, with soft cheeks that can be drawn taut with the business of telling lovers and children I mean what I say, but still the cheeks that once a man brushed with the camera of his hand before I turned away. These are cheeks that have known a leering uncle's sloppy kiss, and the difference of a father's kiss with his dentures in or out. My cheeks, none other, with one line dug down by the way I frown or by my lopsided smile. And these are my toes that love to go miles, even barefoot, over sticks and stones, knobby, calloused, and free. And these are my legs that lead me wherever I want to go, back into your arms, into new views. My legs, long and firm, that bend to feel so good wrapped around you. I want you to look at them now, precisely because they are the legs you know best next to your own. Oh, to be known is one of the greatest pleasures a woman or a man can have, not to vanish without measure, as if we hadn't mattered, into that endless night. We all want to be seen in the light. So tell me sometime when I forget, because sometimes I do forget, that it's like these hands have never been met, never done anything at all, yet these are hands that have used every muscle, sinew, bone, and fingertip, feeling it. My work, my touch, love you can see, so hold them, show them to me. These are my hands.